Hello everyone, I am Xyza Martinez from BSE and I am here to discuss to you a comprehensive guide on writing an effective research paper. Now, let's dive in. So first, let's start with an introduction. So a research paper is a detailed document that presents your findings on a specific topic. The goal of this is to communicate on the research clearly and concisely to an audience. So, writing an effective research paper involves several key concepts and processes which we'll cover in this video. First, let's we have the statement of the problem. So, in this section, this outlines the specific issue or your questions of your research that aims to address. So, it's crucial to be clear and concise in defining the problem as it sets the direction for your entire study. So, make sure to highlight the significance of the problem and its impact on the field. For example, on what we are currently conducting a research paper. So, this entitled The Role of Social Media in Shaping Language Within Discourse. So, here we are outlining the problem or the issue of social media in shaping the language within discourse on the students. So, we came up with this with our paper, we came up with five SOPs. So first we have the demographic profile of the students in terms of their age, their gender, and what platform do they use in using social media. Second SOP is to find out what is the role of social media in shaping English language usage in terms of vocabulary, grammar, and punctuation. So our third SOP was to find out if there is a significant difference on the influence of the role of social media in and shaping the language written discourse. So our fourth SOP is to find out how does the role of social media influence shape the language, and our last SOP was to come up what output can be developed according to the results of the study. So, through the SOP or the statement of the problems that we have, so we are now currently stepping into creating a hypothesis or the assumptions of the studies. So, an assumption of the studies are the underlying beliefs or the conditions that you assume to be true for your research. So, a hypothesis, on the other hand, is a testable statement that predicts the outcome of your study. So, clearly stating your assumptions and hypothesis helps you in guiding your research and the analysis of your paper. Now, after you create on the assumption of the study, we will now moving on the significance of the study. So here, it will explain why your research is important and how it contributes to the existing body of knowledge. So this highlight the potential benefits, practical applications, and the gaps in your literature that your study aims to fill. So in this section, you should convince the reader of the value of your research. Next, we have the definition of terms. In this section, you'll provide a clear and concise definitions of the key terms and concepts used in your study. So this ensures that your readers understand the specific language and context of your research, and also to avoid jargons and be precise as possible. Now, let's discuss the review of related literature and studies. or the RRLS. So this involves a comprehensive review of existing research related to your topic. So by creating one, first you provide a summary of a significance of the study, including its findings and relevance to your research. Second is to discuss another important study that highlighting its contributions and how it relates to your study. So after that, we are moving on to the methodologies. So in this section, it is where we detail the research methods and procedures that has been used. So this includes the design, the respondents, the sampling, the instrument, and the statistical treatment or data analysis. So let's discuss design. So we have to describe the research design of the paper if it is an experimental, this or descriptive, qualitative, or etc. Next is the respondents or the informants. So here we will identify the target population and how you will select your respondents or your informants. After that, we have the sampling. So here it is to explain the sampling technique that will be used to select the participants. Then the instruments. So here it we will outline the tools and instruments that will be used for the data collection if it is surveys or interviews. Next is statistical treatment or data analysis. So here it will be describing the statistical methods or the data analysis techniques that is used to interpret the results or the outcome of the collected data through the use of research instrument. So after the interpretation of the collection of data used, will create a recommendation or prove your hypothesis or the assumptions of your study. Finally, um, I will give you some tips to help you write an effective research paper. So, first, it is to plan and outline. So, start with a clear and plan outline to organize your thoughts and your ideas. Second, be clear and concise. Always use the straightforward language to avoid unnecessary jargon. Third, we need to cite sources properly. So this ensures to give you a credit to the original authors and to follow the appropriate citation style. So mostly we or preferably we use the APA format. So next is proofread and edit. So you need to proofread it to improve the clarity of the paper. And lastly, we need to seek feedback. So we need to get feedback from the peers, mentors, or the experts to refine your paper. So that is all for me. Thank you for watching this presentation on writing an effective research paper. So I hope you found these concepts, processes, and tips helpful.